The stigma of black people don't swim is something that it bothers me. And I hear this a lot. Like, I don't float. I can't float. I have 4 medals. I cannot float. So I'm gonna put that out there right now. I've been to the Olympics twice. Cannot float. It has nothing to do with learning how to swim. My name is Cullen Jones. I was in the 2008 and 2012 games, and I was lucky enough to bring home 2 golds and 2 silvers. Cullen Jones! I was a snot-nosed kid who grew up in the ghetto, if you want to call it that. I never thought I would be an Olympian. I never had swim lessons at that point. My mom didn't know how to swim. My dad kind of knew how to swim. I shot out of this ride and flipped upside down on an inner tube and was trying to pull myself up, and I was underwater for 30 seconds. What they say is that a child can have brain damage after being underwater for that long. They had to pull me out of the water and resuscitate me. And my mom said, never again, we're getting you into swim lessons. My friends, they used to say, you know, as a black swimmer, like, you still doing that swimming thing? And, all of my friends played basketball and football and ran track, and they always made fun of me for swimming. When we want to go back in history, we want to talk about, access. African Americans didn't have access not only to pools, but just the education of learning how to swim.
Pools have been a space that are very racialized. There's been a history of exclusion of people of color, particularly black people, from swimming pools. And so black swimmers were continually physically attacked by white swimmers in these pools. What was seen commonly in a lot of the pools was this sense of hygiene, that a number of whites believed that black people were not as clean. And the interesting thing is that these concerns continue to be expressed now.
She says he asked her and her daughter if they showered before getting into the water because people carry diseases.
And nobody else was asked their ID. I feel this is racial profiling. I'm the only black person here with my son in the pool.
The incidents that we've seen over the past few weeks really embody a lot of those same fears and those same prejudices. And all of them have the effect of creating a space, creating an area where black people are not welcome. In many areas, that's the case. If you don't have an opportunity to do something, if you have a fear of something built into you, it's hard to pass on then the desire for your children to learn that thing which you have been taught to fear.
And what we're learning is that it's a generational thing. Parents that are afraid are putting their own fears into their children. Well, after 2008, and I got that really nice gold medal in the world record, and USA Swimming Foundation and Phillips 66 approached me right after that and showed me some of the drowning statistics, and I knew this is my way of giving back to a sport that's given me so much. And it's so important that for me to give these children a positive experience around water. There's so many different stories where children have had negative experiences around water. It's so important that they have a positive one.
When do you play it? When do you play
Well, when did I play to get it? I swam. The other one too. It's about the swim lesson. It's about being water safe. Like, you could be the next Michael Phelps or me or Katie Ledecky or Missy Franklin, or I can go on for days because Team USA is so dominant. We're so good. But listen, it's not about doing that. It's about learning how to swim, being safer around the water. Because when it comes to your children, when it comes to children, they love to be around water. So it's so important that, we're not just trying to get you to be an Olympic swimmer, but it's more about learning how to swim and being safe around water.